it just got really into my head this week, and I think I executed poorly because of that. Those variables kind of played into what this week actually turned out to be versus what I wanted it to be. We're officially done the rest week for this block. Learned a lot this week, to be honest. Going into this week, I was pretty chill. I wanted to do 50K of running with, minimal intensity and see how that goes. And I think this week the race and its components really got into my head. I started thinking about it a lot. I started to, maybe overanalyze my training history and the race components itself. And it just got really into my head this week. And I think I executed poorly because of that. Those variables kind of played into what this week actually turned out to be versus what I wanted it to be. I ended up doing 40K instead of 50. And I'll get into the details as to why, but I focused a lot on the vert aspect of the race this week, which I think caused me a lot of problems. I did 22 or 2,300 meters worth of vert this week. It's close to 10,000 feet. I think it's probably 8,000, 7.5. Over 40K, that's a lot. But the race, like I said, really got to me this week. And I just felt like I didn't have enough time. I felt like it was a task that, was overwhelming. So as a result of that, I tried to squeeze here this week. And I think that was a poor decision, to be honest. The reason why I did 40K instead of 50 is because my Achilles tendon in my right leg is acting up. It's a little bit tender, so I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with that as we speak. And that sucks. That honestly, it sucks to be at this point. It's not detrimental. I know I'm gonna overcome it, but this is part of the learning, right? I pushed a little bit, probably too hard this week, and now I know my body's limits. So, or at least I'm close to them. As runners, I think we experience minor inconveniences and minor injuries all the time. Like even the elites, it's not like we're running on 100% fresh legs every single day. And it's just part of the game. So we are Sunday right now, and I plan to run Tuesday again. So I'll take tomorrow off as well, work on that Achilles, and plan to run on Tuesday. And it's going to be a 6-day week this week. We're doing 80K. I've been reading up a lot on how to even do this thing, how to train for this thing. And it's so terrifying. It's honestly very, very terrifying to even comprehend the numbers. So we're into that 50 mile per week range now, which is great. This week's going to be 50 miles on the dot, 80K. And somebody from Reddit suggested that I hold that mileage, at least that mileage, so 80 plus for 3 months. They also suggested that I hold 10,000 feet or 3,300 meters of elevation gain per week for the duration of the training, and then hold the race's elevation gain, which is in this case, I think it's like 19 or 20,000 feet per week for the last 8 weeks of training, which is just tremendous. That is such a crazy undertaking, and I'm just being realistic with you guys. It's not easy. This is gonna be madness. It's gonna be ridiculous. You know, I'm pushing my body every single day, but this is what it takes. This is what it takes, and I wanted this. I signed up for this, and I'm super stoked. I'm very interested to see what we can do. This week I also did more weight training than I've ever done. I did circuits, so I did 25 squats, 10 lunges on each leg, 30-second plank, and then 10 single leg squats on each leg. I did that 5 times, and I did that twice this week, so I'm very happy about that. I think it's going to help me in the long run. I also got a mini gift, the Uphill Athlete. It says a manual for mountain runners and ski mountaineers, and on the back it says training for the most challenging endurance sports. And if I flip through this book, it's very technical. Like, you have actual exercises in this book, you know, describing and being taught by some of the craziest endurance athletes on this earth. Steve House, Scott Johnston, and I'm sure a lot of you know Kilian Jornet. So I'm gonna learn from this and try to apply it as much as possible. I want to keep this video shorter just because, yeah, it was a good week for learning, but it was also a tough week because I did aggravate the Achilles tendon a little bit. So I just have to take a little bit more time, you know, watch a movie, chill out, and then we'll be back at it on Tuesday. And I couldn't be more stoked. Like, it's actually coming up, and I'm so looking forward to it. It snowed today a bunch, I think like 7 centimeters, but it's trending downwards, so the trails are opening back up, and a bunch of us are training for stuff this summer, so I'm super stoked to do the group runs and get that vert in. So yeah, wanted to keep this short and sweet. Quick update, next week's gonna be crazy. Hope you guys like these talks. I'm still learning a lot every day, so if I get something wrong, or if I do something too much or too little, you know, that's part of it. It's part of the game. So if you guys have any questions, just hit me up. I'm always happy to talk, answer, and give suggestions. Other than that, I'll see you guys next week.